Hello everybody and welcome back. This is Chris from Test Drive and welcome back to my Snowrunner hard mode playthrough. So we are in episode 2 of the Tayga Russian Federation map. If you did miss the previous episode, we'll have a link at the end of this video so you can catch up where you last left off, or of course get started from the very beginning. However, for this episode we are going to be focusing on getting the Tayga up and running. We have discovered the resupply zone, so we should be able to at least get that up and running enough so that we can drive out of the location where it is parked right now. And with any time that we have after we have finished that first task, we are going to be focusing on the watchtowers, getting as many upgrades as we can, trying to tag as many of the tasks as we can. But before we jump in, if you are enjoying the series, make sure you give it a thumbs up and of course get yourself subscribed so that you never miss a video. But with all that said and done, let's jump on in and let's go trucking. So here we are, sitting in our Jeep Renegades. Like I said, we are going to be focusing on getting this Tayga up and running. So we might as well get on and start doing that. We have one extra wheel in the tow loads, so we might as well put that on. And then we have suspension and gearbox. Now I feel like the gearbox is going to be the most important. Suspension, I mean, suspension's okay, but it's not going to be the ending be all. So now that we have at least the truck in a working condition, how much fuel does it have? Let's just check that real quick. It does have a decent amount. Now let's see if we can drive it out of here. There we go. Beautiful stuff. Yeah, the suspension's completely broken, but to be honest, this truck is so overpowered that it should be able to cope without the suspension. As long as we have a good gearbox and a good engine, and of course no leaks in the oh no, please don't get stuck, because I do not have the power to pull you out. I need you to drive out yourself. Come on. Come on. You are an absolute imbecile. I know you can drive out of here. Come on. There we go. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, so we'll just get this up to the road and then we'll need to check where we're actually going to go. Because we do need to get this fully repaired before we end up taking it to the garage. Please don't be neutral or something stupid. Let's try a bit of dip lock. We just need to pull it up this hill a little bit. It's trying. So that is a positive. Okay. We have got it unstuck. Just had to take it back. Oh god, it's got stuck again. Yeah, let's try and reverse it a little bit. I think it's actually beached. So maybe that suspension is not really working. Come on, just winch it up the hill. There we go. Come on, please, Tayga. Tayga. I keep calling it Tayga. I've pretty much called it a Tayga since the release of the game, so I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. It's a shame we can't jump in and actually drive the truck itself. I really don't have enough to get this up the hill, and I really feel like we are going to be running out of fuel pretty soon. Okay, we've managed to get it pretty much up the hill and onto the roads. So that is a positive start. And we are here. So let's just check real quick. Turn off all the engines. So we are on the main road. Where is the resupply zone? The resupply zone is all the way down here. maybe it might just be better to go... Like, how much do we actually need to get this fully repaired? Repair. So the Tayga, we need 330. We're not going to have enough. We're going to have to do like 5 trips. So I think we might as well drive it over there. Get it fully repaired. And then drive it back down to the garage. I think that is the safest way to do it. I'll leave that there for a second. There we go. But yeah, now it is able to pretty much drive itself. Just have to make sure we don't get into too many off-road scenarios because the suspension is kind of a problem. Also the fact that it only has 2 working wheels, which is not ideal. That is very bright. Look at that. So of course the actual repair station isn't working. I don't know whether we need to fix the repair station or whether it's just not in hard mode. I'm not too sure. I know it's not that. That is the repair station. The only thing is I'm pretty sure we're going to run out of fuel. Both in the Tayga and in the Jeep. So that is slightly worrying. But I think this is necessary. We definitely need another truck. And if we can just get the Tayga, then I think that's going to solve the problem, because we don't really want to spend money on another truck right now. Where are we going? I mean, we could go to the sawmill, or we could try and go up here, which I just said we should probably avoid, but over there, and then I guess carry on straight over to this road, and then all the way to the factory. That is a bit of a risky route, but we'll give it a go. As long as we can get it a little bit closer, we can just drive over with the Jeep, get some resupply zone, or get some resupply points. Come on. Come on, get some traction, Tayga. I know it's difficult. Looks like we're bottomed out again. See, those wheels are just stuck right in the mud right there. Get it over to some solid ground, maybe. I think that works. So we're going to have to really be clever about how we're towing this truck. There we go. Beautiful stuff. We are burning fuel though. And the only fuel trailer that we've actually discovered so far is going to be the... Yeah, we're going to have to leave that there. It's going to be the fuel trailer right back at the garage. So that is a bit of a problem, because that is a long way to try and get fuel from. But we're going to run over, get some more resupplies though, or get some more repair points. And we'll be back with the Tayga in no time. So I have made the trip. Did we turn the engine off? We did not. Well, that's a bit of a bummer. But we did make the trip to get the resupplies or the resupply points. Repair points, that's the one. So let's put on another wheel. It means we just need the 6 or the 3 wheels left. Let's also repair the suspension. It's a shame you can't divide them really, but I think that's going to be the best. So let's give it a go. I did also go back to the fuel tanker over at the garage. I did refuel. It is still stuck. Still stuck. Not good. I think it's probably on highway tires. That would be my guess. There we go. Although it is an off-road truck, it might be on off-road tires. I don't know. But now I just have to remember the route back to the resupply zone. We are going to be continuing to go to the resupply zone, because we still do need quite a few points to repair this truck fully. And considering we can only take one wheel at a time, we still need another 3 wheels, so that's a guaranteed 3 trips. I figured we might as well tow this one to the actual zone itself, and we don't get stuck over here. Come on, pull it, pull it. See if we can get a bit of diff lock, see if that's going to help. No, it looks like those back wheels are really stuck down there in that little water muddy section. See if we can get it to turn a bit more. Bit sharper of a turn. But it is becoming daytime, so that is positive. Come on. There we go. So yeah, this little Jeep, it is really fun to drive on its own, because it is so light and small that it very rarely gets stuck. It just kind of hops over everything, which is absolutely beautiful. Doesn't have the best pulling power in the world, but then again, that is to be expected, given it is so light. I definitely couldn't do this if the Tayga couldn't drive. I mean, you saw in the previous episode it even had struggles trying to pull a loaf, which again is very light. But we are making good progress now with this Tayga. What we'll do is we'll get it fully repaired over at the resupply zone, and then we'll drive over to the fuel tanker down back at the garage, and then I believe we need to deliver it to the garage. Beautiful, look at it. Absolutely beautiful. So yeah, I'm going to be really happy when we actually get this back to the garage. It just means that we can, I mean, we could probably even use this as a scout, because it is quite a small off-road truck. It is a bit of a shame though to be not using the Jeep, considering we just bought it. Come on, don't get stuck here, please. I'm a little bit worried about that Tayga. I think it's kind of lost a little bit too much momentum. No, it's still kind of trucking through. Getting very deep though. Trying to keep to the outside because I think it's going to be more solid ground. Come on, keep coming. Keep coming. Beautiful. We are through. I believe it's this way. Check real quick. Oh, we've gone the wrong way. We are going towards the sawmill. Ah, that is a bit of a shame. Completely missed my turn in there. Never mind. We'll continue past the sawmill. We'll probably end up just going in the backside of the factory. Yeah, that's why I probably should be using the waypoints, especially when you go into a new map, because I'm not really too familiar with Russia. I do know though that the maps are absolutely massive. Like getting from one end of the map to the other on one fueler tank, or one tank of fuel, one fueler tank. Now one tank of fuel, certainly going to be a bit of a challenge. And I haven't discovered any fuel stations or anything along the way yet, so that is a bit of a concern. Anyway, we're making good progress with this Tayga. Past the sawmill, which we have not visited yet. Don't know if there is a fuel trailer hidden in there somewhere. I think we probably would have saw that though once we unlocked... Oh, we have been to the sawmill. That's where we delivered the trailer in the previous episode. I believe. I believe so. I think we're going straight. Should we go straight or should we go through the rocks? Which is going to be the easiest way? I guess we'll just go this way. We do need to pick up this task along the way as well, so we might as well do that. We are still kind of okay for fuel. I think the Tayga's still got quite a bit of fuel in it, so we'll just take a nice little drive with that beautiful scenery. But yeah, we'll just take a nice little drive around the countryside. I did also, on the way back to the fuel trailer, I did also discover a new upgrade. However, it's not on the map yet, so I'll have to try and remember to try and get that on the way past. It's in a bit of a ravine, so it's going to be a bit of a struggle to get to it. I didn't actually see any way in, so we'll have to investigate that once we make our way that way. But here is another task that we need to collect, so we might as well do that. Bricks in the river, I believe. Show task. Fallen bricks, there we go. So we will accept that. I believe it's just like bricks off this bridge, I believe. I've said I believe quite a lot there, so apologies for that. But yeah, I do believe it. Oh, I said it again. Yeah, there it is. Bricks off the side of the bridge. And we do have to be careful down this bridge because we don't want to be tipping the Tayga or Tayga. However you want to say it, makes no difference to me. Now I do believe that the... Oh god no. Oh, we've run out of fuel. Perfect. In both trucks. Absolutely beautiful. So trunk repair, we're going to be filling up the Tayga, I guess. And then... Oh, this is going to be tight. This is going to be very tight. About half and half. So that is all of our fuel now. So we have to make sure that we can at least get back to the fuel trailer. But yeah, that's going to make it very, very tight. It's also quite rocky down this way. Not too bad though. The rocks aren't massive. A bit of a hill coming up. Should be able to cope pretty well with that. There looks like there is an upgrade down there. There is some sort of tractor. Don't see any upgrade though, just a tractor. How on earth did they get that tractor down there? I have no idea. But I have a horrible feeling we are actually going to run out of fuel. because we're not even at the factory yet. I believe that's the factory over there. Or is that the town? If that's the town, we are absolutely screwed because we do not have any fuel. And I believe we're running out of fuel right now. Yes. So we still have a little ways to go. I wonder if any of these trucks have fuel. I think I'm going to have to steal all of the Tayga's fuel. 23 litres. I don't think that's going to be enough to get us back to the fuel trailer. But we have no choice. We're going to have to try. So we're going to leave the Tayga there. We'll drive past these other vehicles on the way. Just hope and pray that they have some fuel. And try not to smash up the engine too much. I can't remember if I put some fuel in this little Don we tried to rescue in the previous episode. Oh god, don't fall down the hole. Please don't fall down the hole. So yeah, like I said, this truck is a lot of fun, but it's very, very bouncy. So let's just have a quick look, see if we did put any fuel in the Don. Refuel, we didn't, and it's a Tuz, not a Don. Great. We're not going to have enough fuel to get to the fuel trailer. That is a guarantee. So if we don't have any fuel in this next truck coming up, then we are pretty much screwed. We're going to have to bring another truck over. Where is it? Is it down here? Yeah, this is the Don. Kind of launched it off that cliff there. That doesn't have any fuel either. So we are pretty much screwed because we have 14 litres. That is not going to get us to the gas station or the gas trailer. So we have been back to Alaska. We have picked up the cat, stuck a fuel trailer on the back of it, and then we brought that whole configuration over to Taymyr on Russia. So we didn't really get to use the cat that much in Alaska, so I thought I might as well bring it over. I know this is going to have a lot more power and a lot better traction out here, so we can get this Tayga delivered to the factory. Well, not delivered to the factory, but we can get it parked up at the factory, and then we'll just drive over the Jeep. That way we can get it fully repaired. So I figured that bringing the cat over would be a lot easier, a lot cheaper as well, than actually buying a brand new truck right now. So of course we have around about 150 left because we did do some upgrades on the cat. We also drove around a little bit to try and pick up as much fuel as we could from the trailers that we had left in Alaska. But as you can see, we're not even turned the Tayga on yet, and we are just pushing through this like nobody's business. Make sure we're going the right way, which we are. Yeah, I think we are. There's also a task down here that I want to grab along the way, which I think is down there somewhere. Don't know where the factory actually is. So the factory's all the way over here, so that's good. Don't need to worry about that. But yeah, I will be dropping the Tayga off and going to get that task real quick. Just so we know that we can actually get that done without coming all this way. We're going to drop off the Tayga right there. Come in, get this task over here. So yeah, this cat is a bit of a beast, if I'm honest. With these mud specialized tires, it is a pretty much go anywhere, do anything kind of truck. And we've already got that actually, lost in the rocks. Okay. Well, that's good to know. Wasted a little bit of time and fuel, but not too much in the grand scheme of things. Alright, let's head on back, grab our Tayga. So I think I am going to have to tow the Tayga back with the cat. I don't think the Jeep is going to be up for it. What we'll do is we'll drive this over to the factory, get it all repaired, and then I think I'll just tow it back with the cat, and we'll leave the Jeep over here so we can get some scouting done. I think that is the plan so far. I have to wait and see if that actually comes to fruition, but at least a plan. We are struggling through this mud. Of course, there is a lot of weight on this cat, and of course we are towing the Tayga behind us, so see if we can get some high gear going. This truck actually has an incredibly good high gear. Pretty much put it in high gear whenever you want and it will just pull. Come on, up the hill. Also has all-wheel drive, which is a great addition. Come on, get it up the hill. We are good to go. So, drop off this Tayga at the resupply zone. Get onto some tarmac. Actually, interestingly, I think this truck is better in mud than it is on tarmac. We went for some mud tyres that were average in and on tarmac, so not the worst, but it's definitely not going to be the best. Right, let's jump back into the Jeep. Did refill the Jeep, so should have enough fuel to get at least over to the resupply zone. Hopefully we don't get stuck along the way. Pretty wet and miserable today. Interestingly, as I look out my window, we're having a bit of a snowstorm over here, so it is snowing currently right outside my window. Right, where's the best location to put my truck? I think probably on this side. This looks a bit drier, a bit more solid. Although this truck is very difficult to control, so keeping it actually on the solid stuff is pretty hard. But anyway, we are through the worst of it. Actually, once it gets going, once it has some good momentum, quite a nice little zippy truck. I do really enjoy driving this one. It's just can't really do anything else than drive. It's a little bit frustrating because I would like to, you know, put it to some good use. So back at the resupply zone, let's go and get some repair points. So unfortunately, we can't tow a trailer once the cat has all of that stuff on the back. So we are going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. So let's repair the Tayga with all of that beautiful stuff. Only got 30 more points required, so also need 2 more wheels if I'm not mistaken. So let's go and buy another wheel, buy some more of that stuff. Beautiful stuff. Back and forth we go. Ooh, don't crash into it. Repair the Tayga. So that is fully repaired, I think. No? Oh yeah, yeah, it just needs the 2 wheels. Okay, let's see. The Caterpillar could do with a repair, I guess. 71 repair points. Might as well do that. And we'll get the Jeep done as well. Oh, we might as well put the wheel on since we are carrying it around. So toe lopes onto the Tayga. Beautiful. Then we just need one more wheel. Gonna have to start tracking it as well. One more wheel and all of that. I'm not even gonna bother counting how much was spent on actual repair points. So I wasn't thinking that this was going to be taking up, or this task is going to be taking up the entire, no damage, 95 damage. Okay. So I wasn't thinking that this was going to be taking up the entire episodes. That is unfortunately the way it goes sometimes. So we are going to be taking over the SOS, start tracking. So we just need to restore it now, which I'm going to guess is refueling. Yeah. Right, let's refuel it from the... Oh, we're not close enough. So let's give it all of the fuel we can master. Into the Tayga. Beautiful. Oh, that's it. Job done. Beautiful. We don't actually need to deliver it anywhere. Which means we can leave the cat over here so that we've got some extra fuel. Beautiful. Love that. Right, let's change over to the... Why does it look like that is so damaged? Looks like it's leaning quite heavily to the back. Why is that? Everything is fully repaired. Anyway, let's go get this fully restocked again. And then I think I'm going to drive the Tayga back to the garage, get it fully upgraded. Yeah, let's resupply that and resupply all of that. Beautiful stuff. Going to leave this truck here so that we can continue scouting. Possibly in the next episode. But yeah, I'm going to go drive the Tayga. That was the wrong truck. I'm going to go drive the Tayga back over to the garage. So on the way back to the garage, I remembered that we had this loaf that we needed to deliver back to the garage, or just past the garage to the railway station. So I figured, since we're heading that way anyway, and this Tayga is pretty good in its stock condition, so I figured we might as well give the Tayga something to do on the way back. Which is why I headed over this way instead of just following the tarmac all the way to the garage. So this truck, in its stock condition, it has... Oh no. So it has all-wheel drive, always on, and diff lock, always on. But we should have enough torque and weight in the Tayga to be able to do that. Once we get out of this mud, then we should be pretty good, I would have thought. There we go. Make sure we don't run out of fuel. That would be absolutely hilarious and drastic at the same time. Come on, come on, get up the hill, get up the hill. Okay, we are through. Beautiful stuff. Alright, let's take this loaf of bread back to the garage. His suspension's pretty broken on it. Does it have any tyres? I think it still has tyres, but the actual suspension is absolutely knackered. Don't have any high gear either in this truck as of yet. It will also be interesting to see what sort of upgrades we have already unlocked for the Tayga, or whether there is a lot in Russia that we need to unlock. But at least now we have a couple of trucks. So we're not going to be very dependent on that Jeep. It does like to roll over. I've noticed that quite a bit. Anyway, we are not going to be taking the bridge. Or should we take the bridge? Maybe the bridge will be okay in this truck. I do know though, if we take any... Oh god, why is it stuck? Come on, get onto the bridge. There we go. But I do know if we take any of the bigger trucks, we are not going to be able to get over this bridge. I don't even think we're going to be able to get over on this angle, so we're going to give up on that one. We are going to go straight across the mud pit. If we can. Can we do that? So we've managed to get unstuck. Somehow it took a very, very long time. As you can see by the fact that it is already dark. Also managed to get over the other side of the river. And we have of course brought the loaf with us. So, not too far left to go till we can get back to the garage. Should be able to cope pretty well, or should be able to cope okay-ish with the rest of the journey. Just have to make sure we know where we're going. So if, oh, we took a wrong turn, but never mind. If we go this way, back to the garage. At least we have trees now to help us cope. Stuck on some branches. That is not very good. Let's attach to that tree over there. This is not very good at all. Maybe backwards a little bit. There we go. That way we can take a different route. I did not see those branches down there. Or roots, I guess you would call them. Let's try it this way instead. Very slow. Like, this truck is okay in its stock condition, but it's definitely not the best. Should have probably just drove straight over to the garage. But you know me, always trying to do more than I can handle. Come on. How are we doing for fuel? Still good for fuel. Come on, let's take the loaf. We're going to have to go past the garage, because the delivery location for this loaf is actually at the railway station behind the garage. So we'll deliver this one first before we actually go and get this truck upgraded. But yeah, I really wasn't expecting this little tiny task of rescuing the Tayga to take so long. I guess we probably should have just carried on with the actual scouting. Oh, come on, don't get stuck here, please. I'm not actually sure what's stuck, the Tayga or the loaf. We can just get up onto this tarmac over here, or these slabs or whatever they are, and I think we should be good. But it definitely seems like it's the loaf that's stuck, because we can still kind of move forward on our own. But having brought the loaf this far, it would seem pointless to leave it right here. Anyway, let's go a little bit forward. Get some more traction. That is not how we want to be on this bridge. Get some good purchase on the bridge. That's the winch back to the loaf. Come on, we want to get on the actual bridge. There we go. Okay, that kind of works. Something we're going to be able to get the loaf up here as well, but yeah, it's kind of working. There we go. There we go. We are good. We are back on the path. Right, let's go get this delivered. And then we'll finally head on over to the garage and actually get this truck fully repaired. Or fully... yeah, we'll probably get a fully repair as well. But we'll get it fully upgraded. That is the main purpose of this episode. Hopefully it's not going to be too long. The length of this video. Might have to cut quite a bit down. So we'll see how it goes. And get it delivered. There we go. Beautiful stuff. A couple extra thousand there, not too much. Get this truck spun around, get the Tayga out and back to the garage. Right, so back in the garage. We do not have any of the engines. We're just going to quickly go through this so that we can hopefully try and get at least another watchtower done. No point getting any extra tires. What tires is it actually on right now? Doesn't really say, does it? Unless I missed them. So many tires through here. What tires is it actually on? I'm going to guess it's on off-road. No, it's not on off-road. Not even on all-terrain. It's on highway tires. But I think it did pretty well, considering it's on highway. We're going to leave the spare wheel for now. We're actually going to leave most of this because we don't have any of the upgrades as of right now. So I think we'll see if we've got any good stuff we can put on the top. Yeah, we'll go for that. That's quite a nice one. Heavy duty pipe. Get rid of the old one. External horns. I don't really like external horns. Muzzle. Go for the wedge cap. Seems pretty good. And we'll go for... well, that's quite nice. I do quite like that paint scheme. But I think we'll go with the legendary Tayga paint scheme. There we go. Beautiful. Right, so we're going to hop back into the... we're going to hop back into the Jeep and hopefully try and get at least one more watchtower. Okay, so there is a watchtower not too far away. So we're going to try and at least get one watchtower during this episode. We'll have to see how it goes. But if we go into the map real quick, we have this watchtower right over here. So I'm just going to follow these trails. See if we can get relatively close to it before we can actually see how to get to it. Probably could have gone that way actually. But yeah, like I said, this Jeep, once it gets some good momentum, actually pretty nippy. Just seems to bounce and jump its way over most of the mud, which is always nice. Which way are we going to go? I want to follow the main road as much as possible. So we'll keep to the main road for now. That also looks very wet and muddy down there. Over the big rock. Make sure we don't tip it. So at least we've got the main objective done in this episode. We have rescued the Tayga. And we also have the cats over in Russia as well. So now we have a couple of trucks. We don't have to rely on the Jeep so much. Feels like this trail is kind of going the wrong way. Just kind of loop round though. We're going to follow this trail for now. But yeah, we do have a couple of trucks now, just in case things go terribly wrong with the Jeep. Oh, that looks like a big old drop down there, doesn't it? But there is a upgrade down there in that little pool. Not going to worry about that upgrade right now, because we will probably be coming past with better trucks. We're not going to worry too much about that one. We are going to be continuing. Although we probably will need to get all of these upgrades before we end up taking the Tayga out of the garage. So the watchtower is right over there. If we follow this and then take a left turn at the end of this road, should be able to go back in that general direction. It's a little bit sticky down here. Nothing that the Jeep can't handle though, with its big balloon tyres on. Of course, those big balloon tyres are going to make it extra bouncy. A little bit more unstable, but it does help getting through this mud. Right, so I think it was down this way. I'm going to say it is because it's just going in the general direction I want to. So, left or right? Well, doesn't look like either of them go that way, but it does look like the right hand side goes more in the general direction. So we shall follow the right. Seems like a bit of a nicer road down this way at least. We're able to carry a bit more speed, which is always a bit dangerous in Snowrunner. So there is a path kind of here. I think this must be the way up to the actual watchtower. But let's go and check it out real quick. There are plenty of trees, so if we do roll, we should be able to get back on our wheels. But this looks good. It looks like the general direction we needed to go. Only about 100 meters left. I just saw a radioactive sign there, so that's a little bit worrisome. But there is the watchtower. Now we just need to figure out how to get to it. I guess we're going to have to go through the trees. A little mine down there as well. Then we can't get out and explore the mine. I do think Snowrunner would be amazing if you could actually get out of the truck. I know it would be more of a walking simulator then, but I do think because of so much, because of the graphics of Snowrunner, it just looks so amazing. Just imagine if you could actually get out and have a look around. But anyway, we have got the watchtower, so we've got a gateway to the quarry over there. That is the upgrade that we saw. There's also another gateway to the quarry over here. Oh, there's a fuel station that we somehow managed to completely miss, which is interesting. There's another upgrade over there. A ruined warehouse, another upgrade. And that's about it. So still no other fuel trailers. So I think fuel might be a bit of an issue in Russia, in Taymyr. But that is going to do it for this video. So thank you for watching. Don't forget, if you are enjoying the series, to give it a thumbs up, and of course get yourself subscribed so that you never miss a video. Yeah, pretty uneventful, if I'm honest, in this episode. We did rescue the Tayga and we got one watchtower. We also rescued the loaf, so that was a good little task to get out of the way. But yeah, that is going to do it from me. So a massive thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one. Take care and goodbye.